3 national championships, 23 NCAA tournament appearances. Hall of Famer Jim Calhoun has done it all. Today, trying to add another chapter to his storybook career, get back to the big dance with his Division III St. Joseph Blue Jays.
All right, thanks, Connor. In the goalkeeper position for the Bobcats this season, it's Jared Mazzola. It was Chrysostomos Yakovitas a couple years ago, but Mazzola has taken the goalkeeper position by storm. Some breaking news here on Q30 Sports. All spring sports for the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference have been canceled effective tomorrow morning. What have you seen from this program that really excites you about Quinnipiac? 0-2 start for Quinnipiac women's basketball. Not the beginning to the season that we're accustomed to, but for head coach Trisha Fabry, she looks to just a few years ago when this dynasty all started. Thanks, guys. Around Quinnipiac University, a new era is taking place. New president, new logo. Now a new volleyball coach. In a season full of ups and downs so far for the Quinnipiac women's basketball team, they needed a big win, and they got that today, 76-62 over the Fairfield Stags. And the Bobcats needed a statement win, and the players say they got just that. And now before the game, 6th player of the year in the MAC. How much does that mean to you? Jack Edwards is going to be a huge piece for this Quinnipiac women's basketball team. The shots will need to keep on falling, and the hard-nosed defense needs to keep up its pace as the Bobcats next play Niagara on Friday. From the People's United Center, Bryan Schwartz, Q30 Sports. It's been 343 days since she's appeared in a game because of a lower body injury that sidelined her for most of last season. Kiara Bikini made her return to the court Saturday, and that had to feel great.
I was just ready to go. I was waiting for this moment for a long time, so just ready.
Her teammates were just as excited.
It's amazing. She just brings so much energy, and I was honestly so happy when she made that 3. I had a headache from screaming. It was awesome.
Quinnipiac head coach Trisha Fabry has seen how hard the junior has worked to get back to this spot.
She really is such a mature, mentally tough young lady to never let it show. Just how lonely it was from her from within is just, why we have great character, great young ladies on the team.
I learned so much. I learned how to be strong, patient. It was a long journey, but it really helped me. I grew a lot from it. For Kiara Bikini, the roller coaster just to get back made this moment more than worth it. I was so happy. Can't even explain how I felt. It was fantastic.
The process rehabbing by yourself isn't easy.
It's a lonely one. Any injured player will tell you. Having witnessed it firsthand with my own daughter, knowing how lonely it really is.
Now that she's back, what do you want to accomplish next?
Play more and be more confident in everything I do and just be there for my teammates.
From the People's United Center, Bryan Schwartz, Q30 Sports. After King Rice sounded off on the MAC and the Times Union Center security staff Saturday night, the Monmouth head coach gave more clarity to the situation and why he felt so strongly about having his son with him in the locker room and in the press conference room with him post-game. Here's Rice Saturday.
I have a 7-year-old son that some grown men tried to tell me he can't be with his father right now. What kind of rule is that? When a 7-year-old can't be with his father in the biggest win of his season.
Rice wanting his kids involved isn't new to him. It's something that was passed down to him from a college basketball coaching legend.
Before I got back in and went to Vanderbilt, I spent a year in Chapel Hill, and Coach Williams told me, he said, King, make sure you share this with your kids.
And Rice has kept that advice from Hall of Famer Roy Williams at the forefront of his mind during his time at Monmouth. He wants to make an impact on not just his players, but his sons as well.
But I want my sons to be ballers. I want them to play. I think high school coaches get to spend more time with their sons. Therefore, usually high school coaches' sons are big-time players. And a lot of college coaches who are in the Hall of Fame, their sons never really played because their dad was always gone with someone else's son.
Rice mentioned that this is a rule that he hopes that the MAC will take a look at this offseason and potentially change so that coaches can have their family with them in the locker room after games. Reporting from Albany at the Times Union Center, Bryan Schwartz, Q30 Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Bryan Schwartz. 3 national championships, 23 NCAA tournament appearances. Hall of Famer Jim Calhoun has done it all. Today, trying to add another chapter to his storybook career, get back to the big dance with his Division III St. Joseph Blue Jays. A sold-out crowd at St. Joe's to watch the Blue Jays take on GNAC power Albertus Magnus of New Haven. Second straight year the two schools have met for a conference title. Falcons take the lead in the first half. Andrew Rice working the defensive end. The block springs the offense. Tyreek Perkins on the finish. Albertus up 1. What a game for Delshawn Jackson Jr. of St. Joe's. He had 20 in the first half. This drive and lay their 1,000th point of his career. Looked like a runaway at the break. The Blue Jays up 19. Second half, the lead gets to 21. But the Falcons throw the press on and get to work. Slowly chip away. It's Perkins threw him on the foul. He had 20. Albertus keeps coming. Terry Dawkins was clutch down the stretch. He gets a hoop and a foul. Dawkins had 27 the game, even at 80. Albertus could never wrestle the lead away. Every time the Jays had the answer, most of the time it was Jackson Jr. 46 points on 16 of 23 shooting. That is clutch. Final score 88-84. Time to celebrate at St. Joe's. Calhoun is back in the NCAA tournament, and his Blue Jays are going for the first time ever.
Just as good Division III as Division I?
As good as anyone I've had.
Well, you're up 19 at the half. They make that run at you. What are you thinking?
We just got to keep the foot on the gas and keep going.
In just 2 years, what you've done here, can you put your finger on it?
What they've done here.
Blue Jays will learn who and where they play tomorrow at 12:30. The last month for the Quinnipiac men's basketball team has not been easy. Bobcats were just 2-7 in February, trying to turn things around. Final home game of the regular season, Baker Dunleavy's team hosting Marist. Bobcats 9-5 at home this season. Another solid day at the office for Shelton's Rich Kelly. Strong move to the hoop. He had 17. Bobcats up 10. Jacob Rigoni hit a game-winning three-pointer Friday night. He had 4 more threes today. Gets a nice roll on this one. He had 12. Marist cut the lead, though, to 4, but that's as close as they'd get. Aaron Falzo now off glass. He had 13 points. Quinnipiac wins it. Final score 71-52. Close out the regular season at Iona Wednesday. Then it's the MAC tournament in Atlantic City. Fairfield falls to Ryder at home. Last game at Alumni Hall. The Stag is getting a new arena next year. Fairfield had a 3-point lead in the second half, but Ryder goes on a big run midway through the second half, and they win it 65-51. Stags drop to 11-18. Next up for Fairfield, road games at Monmouth and Manhattan. NHL now, Rangers hosting Kevin Hayes and the Philadelphia Flyers. Henrik Lundqvist will turn 38 tomorrow. Gets his first starting goal in almost a month. Didn't go too well. Flyers scored early and often, couple power play goals and a shorthanded goal. It was 3-0 early. Rangers lose, final score 5-3.